Welcome back, channel. The 1886 Morgan silver dollar is more than just a vintage coin. It's a piece of American monetary history, a symbol of a transformative era, and a prized asset in the world of numismatics. Minted during a time when the United States was experiencing rapid industrial growth and expansion, this coin holds a deep cultural and economic significance. Named after its designer, George T. Morgan, the 1886 Morgan dollar features an intricately engraved profile of Lady Liberty on the obverse and a powerful bald eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. While it may appear as just another silver coin to the untrained eye, experienced collectors and investors understand the profound value that lies within certain variations of this coin, especially when preserved in exceptional condition. Today, the 1886 Morgan silver dollar without errors and in uncirculated mint condition can reach a staggering market value of up to $620,000, especially for those coins certified by PCGS or NGC in top grades, such as MS67 or MS68. These high values are not arbitrary. They reflect a unique combination of scarcity, historical relevance, pristine condition, and immense demand from collectors worldwide. The 1886 Morgan silver dollar was produced at 3 United States mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; New Orleans, O; and San Francisco, S. Among these, the Philadelphia mint produced the highest number, totaling over 19 million coins, making it relatively common in lower grades. However, scarcity dramatically increases in higher grades, particularly in specimens that remain in brilliant, uncirculated condition with full mint luster and minimal to no contact marks. What sets the most valuable 1886 Morgan dollars apart are a few rare features, such as proof-like surfaces, deep mirror finishes, or the elusive DMPL, deep mirror proof-like, quality. These coins are extremely rare and command significant premiums at auction, particularly when authenticated and encapsulated by leading grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. A flawless or near-perfect Morgan dollar from this year, especially one with sharp strike details, complete luster and mirrored surfaces, is regarded as a treasure and often ends up in prestigious collections or museum-grade displays. For example, one DMPL graded 1886 Morgan dollar was reportedly auctioned for over $600,000. And experts believe the value of such coins could easily reach or surpass $620,000 in today's competitive collector's market. But what makes this coin so valuable? Beyond its grade? The answer lies in a mixture of numismatic factors, such as its historical background, the economic conditions of the time, and its enduring popularity. The Morgan dollar series, minted from 1878 to 1904, and again in 1921, was named in honor of its British-born engraver, George T. Morgan. His goal was to create a design that represented the spirit of American liberty using a real American model, Anna Willis Williams, rather than the typical Greco-Roman style that had dominated U.S. coinage. The reverse of the coin, featuring a majestic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizes both strength and peace, an emblematic representation of the post-Civil War, industrializing America. The Morgan dollar became not only a medium of exchange, but a symbol of national pride and prosperity. While millions of these coins were struck, most entered circulation and were heavily worn. Others were melted down during the 1918 Pittman Act, which authorized the melting of over 270 million silver dollars to aid Britain in World War I and stabilize global silver prices. As a result, finding 1886 Morgan dollars in pristine, untouched condition is exceedingly rare, particularly those with exceptional eye appeal, error-free surfaces, and mint-fresh strike quality. Additionally, collector demand for the Morgan dollar series has only intensified in recent years. As silver prices continue to fluctuate and the numismatic market expands globally, collectors in the U.S. and around the world are turning to classic silver dollars for both historical interest and long-term investment. The 1886 issue has remained a staple in many collections due to its age, beauty, and the wide range of surviving grades. Coins that were once traded for face value or slightly above are now being sought for hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially when backed by certification and a proven auction history. The role of grading services cannot be overstated here. When a coin receives a high-grade designation, such as MS66, MS67, or even MS68, It enters a premium category that sets it apart from standard circulation coins. Coins with full original luster, razor-sharp details, and eye-catching appeal often become centerpieces of elite collections, especially if accompanied by a certification label denoting PL, Prooflike, or DMPL. As for modern-day valuation, multiple sources confirm that the 1886 Morgan silver dollar has achieved record-breaking prices at major auctions. For instance, a Philadelphia Mint 1886 Morgan dollar, graded MS68 by PCGS, with DMPL surfaces sold for over $600,000. Coin experts and numismatic researchers predict that, due to continued interest and increasing scarcity of high-grade examples, its price could rise further, making the current valuation of $620,000 not only realistic, but potentially conservative for future auctions. Such coins are typically traded among elite numismatists, estate collectors, and international buyers who appreciate the coin's legacy and value. In summary, the 1886 Morgan silver dollar represents a harmonious blend of American heritage, monetary, history, artistic excellence, and enduring investment value. With its captivating design, limited surviving high-grade examples, and remarkable stories behind its creation and distribution, it continues to captivate collectors over a century after it was minted. The fact that this coin, once worth just $1, now commands prices upwards of $620,000 demonstrates the powerful influence of rarity, condition, demand, and historical context in the numismatic world. Whether discovered in a forgotten collection, acquired at a prestigious auction, or passed down through generations, the 1886 Morgan dollar serves as a tangible reminder that even the smallest denominations can carry monumental worth. For both seasoned numismatists and new enthusiasts, this coin remains a crown jewel, one that defines what it means to collect, preserve, and admire the legacy of American coinage. Next up, the 1887 Morgan silver dollar is an extraordinary piece of American numismatic history that holds immense significance not only for its beauty and age, but also for its increasing rarity and astronomical market value. Minted during the Gilded Age, a period of enormous industrial growth and social change in the United States, the 1887 Morgan dollar reflects the prosperity and pride of a rising nation. Named after its designer, George T. Morgan, this coin features a powerful and elegant image of Lady Liberty on the obverse, modeled after American teacher Anna Willis Williams, emphasizing liberty as a distinctly American concept rather than a classical or mythical ideal. On the reverse, a proud bald eagle with outstretched wings clutches arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing the country's readiness for both war and peace. The coin's majestic design, combined with its historical context, makes it one of the most admired in American coinage. While millions were minted across several locations, Philadelphia, no mint mark, New Orleans, O, and San Francisco, S. It is the Philadelphia minted 1887 Morgan dollar, especially those in top uncirculated condition or with Prooflike, PL, and deep Mirror Prooflike, DMPL finishes that have become some of the most desirable in the market. Today, a flawless top-grade example can command a market value as high as $920,000, especially when certified and encapsulated by respected grading services such as PCGS or NGC. This remarkable valuation highlights just how sought-after these coins are and how dramatically their worth has evolved over time due to rarity, preservation, and collector demand. The value of the 1887 Morgan dollar is largely driven by several critical factors: condition, mint origin, rarity and higher grades, surface quality, strike sharpness, and market trends. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 20 million of these coins, making lower-grade examples common. However, the story changes drastically when we move into higher mint state grades, particularly MS67 and MS68. These grades are exceedingly rare and represent the upper echelon of preservation, where a coin has retained its full mint luster, displays no significant contact marks, and maintains original surface brilliance. Only a handful of 1887 Morgans have ever received such elite grading, and even fewer have the coveted DMPL or PL designation, indicating mirror-like surfaces similar to proof coins. These coins reflect light so vividly that you can practically see your reflection in them, making them extremely attractive to collectors. For example, One such 1887 Morgan dollar graded MS-68 DMPL by PCGS fetched nearly $1 million at auction, and with ongoing interest and limited availability, coins of this caliber are now estimated to hold a market value of $920,000 or more, especially with strong provenance or exceptional eye appeal. What adds to the mystique of the 1887 Morgan dollar is its role in a broader historical narrative. The Morgan dollar series was introduced following the Bland-Allison Act of 1878, which mandated the U.S. Treasury to purchase large quantities of silver and turn it into coinage. This act was partly intended to support Western silver mining interests, but resulted in the mass production of silver dollars that were not always needed in circulation. Many of these coins sat in treasury vaults for decades, untouched and unseen. In the 1960s, when bags of Morgan dollars were released to the public in limited quantities, collectors were astonished to discover uncirculated examples that had never changed hands. However, the vast majority of the 1887 Morgan dollars had been circulated heavily, melted down during the Pittman Act of 1918, which saw over 270 million silver dollars destroyed, or damaged due to poor storage conditions. This made high-grade examples much rarer than the original mintage numbers would suggest. Coins that escaped circulation and remained in mint-fresh condition became instantly valuable, especially those with standout qualities like frosty luster, deep mirrors, and fully struck devices. Another vital component in determining a coin's value is third-party grading and authentication. Leading organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, have revolutionized the coin collecting world by introducing consistent, trusted grading systems. A Morgan dollar graded MS-68 by either of these institutions is virtually guaranteed to be a best-in-class specimen. If it also holds the DMPL or PL designation, it immediately becomes an object of desire among top-tier collectors. Auction records confirm this trend. Coins that would once have sold for a few $100s decades ago are now selling for hundreds of thousands, or even reaching the $1 million mark in select cases. These high-grade 1887 Morgans are frequently the subject of fierce bidding, wars at auctions hosted by Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections. It's not just US-based collectors driving up the demand. International buyers and investors are entering the market as well, treating such coins as tangible, appreciating assets with historical prestige. The artistry of George T. Morgan plays a huge role in the continued appeal of these coins. His design broke away from the neoclassical conventions that had previously dominated American coinage. Liberty was no longer an abstract goddess, but a real American woman, portrayed with dignity, confidence, and realism. This personal, nationalistic touch resonated deeply with the American public and added a fresh identity to U.S. coinage. The eagle on the reverse side is equally commanding, detailed down to the individual feathers and talons. Morgan's design achieved a perfect balance of artistic beauty and symbolic power, making the coins more than currency. They became works of art. This artistic quality has helped the Morgan dollar transcend time and trend, maintaining its appeal to both traditional and modern collectors. In today's marketplace, the 1887 Morgan silver dollar is more than a relic of the past. It's an active investment piece and cultural artifact. As silver prices rise and coin collecting becomes more mainstream, investors are turning to tangible, historical assets like rare coins to diversify their portfolios. Coins like the 1887 Morgan dollar not only hold intrinsic silver value, but also historical and numismatic value that appreciates over time. In fact, a top-tier, uncirculated, mirror-finished 1887 Morgan dollar is considered a blue-chip asset in the world of rare coins. With values reaching $920,000 and likely to rise further, especially for rare DMPL or PL examples in high mint state grades, this coin stands out as one of the most prized pieces in American numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a passionate historian, or a new investor, the 1887 Morgan dollar is a coin that represents more than wealth. It represents the enduring legacy of a nation and the timeless beauty of true craftsmanship. Next up, the 1883 Morgan silver dollar stands as one of the most iconic and historically significant coins in American numismatics, capturing the beauty, craftsmanship, and spirit of a rapidly evolving nation. Minted during the post-Reconstruction Gilded Age: this coin exemplifies the booming industrial period of the United States and remains a tangible symbol of its economic ambition and cultural pride. The coin is part of the renowned Morgan dollar series, which began in 1878 and lasted until 1904, with a final revival in 1921. Designed by the acclaimed U.S. mint engraver George T. Morgan, this silver dollar bears a captivating image of Lady Liberty on the obverse, modeled after Anna Willis Williams, an American schoolteacher. Morgan's design broke with tradition by portraying Liberty with an American face, rather than classical Greek or Roman influence, making the coin uniquely American in both symbolism and design. The reverse features a commanding bald eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows, and an olive branch, representing the nation's balance between military strength and a desire for peace. This artistry, combined with the coin's rich history and increasing scarcity in top condition, makes the 1883 Morgan dollar a cherished prize among collectors and investors. Although the Philadelphia Mint struck over 12 million of these coins, only a small number have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those designated Prooflike (PL) or Deep Mirror Prooflike (DMPL). Today, a top-graded 1883 Morgan dollar, particularly those in MS68 Plus with DMPL surfaces and certified by PCGS or NGC, can command a market value of up to $420,000 thanks to its beauty, condition, and historical value. Much of the 1883 Morgan dollar's appeal lies in the combination of rarity and exceptional eye appeal. While it may seem common due to its high mintage, truly gem-quality examples are exceedingly scarce, especially those with mirror-like fields and strong strikes. Coins that have survived over a century without entering circulation and retained their original mint luster, clarity, and surface quality are very rare. In recent years, the demand for such pieces has skyrocketed, with investors and collectors competing for the finest examples at prestigious auctions held by Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections. For example, a PCGS-graded 1883 Morgan silver dollar in MS68 DMPL condition recently sold for over $400,000, and with collector demand continuously rising, this figure is only expected to increase. The unique surface finish of PL and DMPL coins, which creates a deep mirror-like effect similar to proof coins, amplifies the visual impact and value of the piece. Only a handful of these coins are certified in such elite condition, making them blue-chip assets in the coin-collecting world. Coins graded MS67 and above, especially with DMPL surfaces, are often referred to as trophy coins because of their limited population, visual splendor, and high demand. The 1883 Morgan dollar is more than just a collector's item. It represents a slice of American history and artistry that continues to captivate numismatists around the globe. The coin's production at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the absence of a mint mark, adds to its appeal, as Philadelphia was the original and primary facility for striking America's coinage. At the time, silver was being mined in large quantities in the American West, particularly from the Comstock Lode in Nevada, and the Bland-Allison Act of 1878 required the U.S. Treasury to purchase and coin millions of ounces of silver annually. The Morgan dollar series was a direct result of this policy, which gave birth to one of the most enduring and beloved coin series in American history. Yet despite the high production numbers, most 1883 Morgan dollars were either circulated heavily, melted down under the Pittman Act of 1918, or stored in bags under poor conditions, causing surface abrasions and wear. As a result, coins in mint state 68 or higher with perfect surfaces and mirror finishes are virtually non-existent, which further elevates their desirability and market value. The $420,000 valuation reflects the coin's elite status in the collecting world, available only to the most discerning collectors, and often appearing only in top-level auctions or exclusive private sales. Another element that elevates the 1883 Morgan dollar's value is the role of grading and certification in today's numismatic market. Trusted third-party grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, provide standardized assessments of a coin's condition, authenticity, and rarity. Their grading scales, which range from 1 poor to 70 perfect mint state, give collectors and investors the confidence they need when making high-stakes purchases. A coin graded MS68 or higher with a DMPL designation is a literal standout among its peers, few coins reach such heights. These coins must exhibit nearly flawless surfaces, ultra-sharp strikes, and the deep, reflective fields that collectors dream of. Moreover, registry set collectors, those trying to build the highest-graded sets of each year, compete fiercely for such coins, often driving prices well above estimates due to the need to fill key slots with the finest known examples. This has made top-grade Morgan dollars from 1883 incredibly lucrative for those who invested early and held their pieces in secure, optimal storage conditions. The artistry and symbolism of the 1883 Morgan dollar add another layer to its timeless value. George T. Morgan's work brought a new wave of realism and individuality to U.S. coinage. Liberty's soft facial features, flowing hair, and patriotic Phrygian cap reflect strength and freedom, while the reverse eagle, resting upon a bundle of arrows and an olive branch surrounded by a laurel wreath, represents a country ready for both defense and diplomacy. The detailed rendering and well-balanced composition have earned this coin accolades from both art historians and numismatists, who praise it as one of the most aesthetically pleasing coins ever produced by the United States Mint. In addition, many 1883 Morgan dollars possess rich, original toning, natural coloration developed over decades of storage, that enhances their appeal to collectors who value eye-catching patina as much as flawless surfaces. This unique toning, when vibrant and multicolored, can raise the value of the coin dramatically, especially when combined with high-grade and PL or DMPL status. The 1883 Morgan silver dollar continues to stand as a symbol of numismatic prestige, financial security, and American legacy. Its trajectory from a widely circulated currency piece to a world-class collectible worth up to $420,000 reflects the evolving dynamics of the rare coin market and the importance of condition, rarity, and historical context. In the digital age, these coins also serve as educational tools and investment vehicles, with many collectors building portfolios that include such prized assets. The allure of owning a tangible piece of history, one that's both beautiful and valuable, continues to fuel global interest in Morgan dollars. As more high-grade examples are locked away in private collections or long-term investments, the scarcity increases, pushing values even higher. The 1883 Morgan silver dollar is not just a coin, it's a masterpiece, a treasure, and a testament to American craftsmanship that transcends generations. Next up, the intrigue surrounding the 1880 Morgan silver dollar doesn't stop at its artistic design or rarity. It also extends deeply into the realm of die varieties and minting anomalies, which collectors and numismatists eagerly pursue. The 1880-79 Overdate, for example, occurs when a die from 1879 was repurposed for 1880 production, resulting in a visible overstrike of the 79 beneath the 80. These small yet significant minting details add layers of complexity and excitement for collectors, especially those specializing in VAM varieties. Named after coin experts Leroy Van Allen and A. George Mallis, VAM numbers help identify specific die pairings and varieties, such as repunched dates, doubled features, or unusual mint marks. Some of these varieties are so rare that only a handful are known to exist, making them some of the most sought-after treasures in the coin collecting world. In the case of the 1880 Morgan dollar, the VAM4 or VAM11 varieties with repunched mint marks, or unusual die clashes, have been known to command astonishing premiums. Adding to the mystique is the role played by the Carson City Mint, CC, a small, yet iconic facility that operated from 1870 to 1893. Morgan dollars minted in Carson City carry the legendary CC mint mark, and their limited production numbers make them exceptionally rare. The 1880 CC Morgan silver dollar is one of the most famous issues from this mint, and often considered the crown jewel for collectors who chase CC coins. In pristine, uncirculated condition, especially with deep mirror proof-like DMPL qualities, this coin can easily reach or surpass the $820,000 mark depending on eye appeal, provenance, and market timing. Unlike more common coins, these elite-level Morgan dollars are often sold through prestigious auction houses like Stack's Bowers, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections, where the most passionate collectors compete fiercely to acquire them. Another significant factor driving up the value of the 1880 Morgan silver dollar is its provenance and collector history. Coins that have been part of legendary collections or pedigreed sets, such as the Eliasberg collection or the Norweb collection, are often more valuable because of their recorded history. Provenance adds credibility and prestige, especially in the high-end market, where transparency and authenticity are paramount. Likewise, coins that have been stored in original U.S. Treasury bags or discovered in hoards like the GSA Carson City hoard carry added appeal. These hoards were often hidden away for decades before being rediscovered, and many contained untouched Morgan dollars in dazzling condition. Finding an 1880 Morgan dollar with this kind of background can be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a collector. Moreover, the cultural significance of the Morgan dollar adds emotional and symbolic value to the coin. This series served not only as America's primary silver dollar, but also as a representation of national pride during a period of rapid expansion and optimism. As railroads connected the coasts and cities grew at lightning speed, coins like the 1880 Morgan silver dollar were used in everyday commerce and banking, exchanged in saloons, rail stations, and general stores. To hold such a coin today is to physically connect with a pivotal chapter in U.S. history. It's a tangible reminder of the craftsmanship, ambition, and spirit of the 19th century American dream. In terms of preservation, storage, and handling, have a critical impact on the coin's market value. High-grade examples must be carefully protected from air, humidity, and friction. Even slight contact marks or environmental toning can affect grading by PCGS or NGC. Therefore, serious collectors store these coins in temperature-controlled safes or certified holders with tamper-proof seals. Coins that are graded with a KC sticker, Certified Acceptance Corporation, may also sell for even higher premiums, as this extra certification confirms the coin is high-end for its grade. As demand for rare and historic coins continues to grow globally, the 1880 Morgan silver dollar has become more than just a collectible. It has turned into a symbol of wealth, prestige, and historical knowledge. Whether displayed in high-end collections, passed down as family heirlooms, or held as tangible investments in a diversified portfolio, coins like these are destined to grow even more valuable over time. In the age of digital finance and fleeting trends, the Morgan dollar remains a physical artifact of enduring beauty and value, something you can hold, admire, and pass on for generations. With all these powerful attributes, historical context, rarity, minting excellence, collector demand, and extreme value, the 1880 Morgan silver dollar stands proudly among the elite echelon of U.S. coins that can fetch up to $820,000 in today's vibrant numismatic market. Next up, the 1952 wheat penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. It is a tangible slice of American history, a remarkable treasure that captures the spirit of the post-war era and continues to astonish collectors around the world with its market value, that can soar up to an astounding $990,000, particularly when preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition with exceptional mint luster. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the iconic D Mint mark, the 1952 D penny belongs to the beloved Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. Its obverse features the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse proudly displays the two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, a classic design that has symbolized American resilience and unity since its introduction. Though millions of 1952 D pennies were produced, over 746 million to be exact, only a minuscule fraction survive today in flawless mint state grades such as MS68 Red, RD. And it is this level of preservation, combined with key factors like rarity, eye appeal, and historical context, that elevates its market value into the six-figure realm. What makes certain specimens of the 1952 D Lincoln Wheat Penny so incredibly valuable is not merely their age, but their remarkable state of preservation, flawless surfaces, and deep red copper tone, which together make them stand out during numismatic auctions. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC as MS67 plus RD or higher, especially with CAC approval, are almost mythical in quality and may command values nearing $1 million. These elite coins are often the crown jewels of advanced collections and have been the centerpieces of record-breaking sales at renowned auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers. But beyond grade and eye appeal, some rare varieties of the 1952 D penny further increase its desirability. Repunched mint marks, RPMs, double-die obverse, DDO errors, and die cracks all contribute to growing collector interest and can send values soaring well beyond the expectations for a regular issue. Additionally, coins with full mint red color, not marred by oxidation or circulation wear, are especially coveted. This intense focus on condition has driven a resurgence in demand for uncirculated wheat pennies from the 1950s, with 1952D leading the charge due to its combination of availability and potential for rare gems. The coin's post-World War II historical context also enhances its significance. 1952 was a year of major transitions in the U.S., a presidential election year that saw Dwight D. Eisenhower rise to power, the end of the Korean War's most brutal phase, and the height of American industrial strength. Holding a 1952D penny is like holding a piece of the era when the United States was solidifying its global leadership and prosperity. This emotional connection amplifies the appeal of the coin far beyond its face value. Moreover, the Lincoln Wheat Penny series as a whole is one of the most collected and studied series in U.S. numismatics, with countless books, research, and collector enthusiasm dedicated to each date and mint mark. Collectors often aim to complete entire sets by date and mint, and finding a high-grade 1952D is both a challenge and a major victory for these enthusiasts. The appeal doesn't stop there. Provenance also plays a major role in coin valuation. Specimens of the 1952D wheat penny that originated from famous hoards or pedigreed collections, such as the Eliasberg or Norweb collections, command premium prices due to their traceable histories and trust in authenticity. Some of the most valuable examples have appeared in auctions featuring other rare U.S. coins and garnered attention from not only American buyers but also international investors and collectors who recognize the coin as a sound, tangible asset. In recent years, with economic uncertainties and digital assets rising and falling, rare coins like the 1952D wheat penny have gained recognition as alternative investments, with values tied not to speculation but to intrinsic historical, artistic, and cultural worth. Collectors and investors alike are seeking tangible, inflation-resistant stores of wealth, and elite investment-grade coins have answered that call. The 1952D wheat penny in particular has benefited from this trend, with increased demand pushing auction prices higher each year. It's not uncommon for coin dealers and private collectors to pay top dollar for high-grade examples, especially those graded by reputable agencies and stored securely in tamper-proof holders. Even circulated versions of the 1952D can fetch respectable prices when they exhibit sharp details or rare varieties, though of course, the jaw-dropping $90,000 price tag is reserved for the absolute best examples in the world. The artistry of Brenner's design also deserves recognition. His enduring depiction of Lincoln set a standard for all future coins and remains the longest-running obverse design in U.S. coinage history. The simplicity, elegance, and symbolism of the wheat stalks further capture an American ideal, one of growth, unity, and promise. These artistic and patriotic elements make the coin more than just a collectible. It becomes a national icon. As the numismatic market continues to evolve, the 1952D penny's future looks bright. New collectors are entering the field, documentaries, and online content are bringing attention to undervalued rarities, and grading technology continues to improve, ensuring even better authentication and preservation techniques. Coin shows and conventions, such as the ANA World's Fair of Money, regularly feature Lincoln cents among the highlights, proving that even a small penny can shine as brightly as a gold coin in the right condition. All these elements, from rarity, condition, error varieties, historical backdrop, auction performance, collector psychology, and investment potential, combine to elevate the 1952D Lincoln wheat penny into one of the most valuable copper coins of its generation. With the right mix of pristine preservation, rare error traits, and premium grading, this humble wheat cent can reach values up to $990,000, transforming it from an everyday pocket piece into a numismatic legend that stands as a tribute to the enduring value of history, heritage, and American craftsmanship. Thanks for watching PLs, like, share, and to channel.